Hi everyone. Good morning once again. I hope all are doing good. So today we have gathered here for to discuss about TallyPrime reports in browser. So as you all know, we can even see or we can even we can go through the reports even in the browser as well. How the browser we have like Google Chrome, uh, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer. So these kind of browsers. So even we can see our Tally Prime reports. So the interface, what you are getting in Tally Prime, and how the experience is like, how the drill down experience has in have in Tally. The same kind of experience you will be getting even in browser. So just you need a device, like if it is a mobile or if it is a laptop or any tab, so no issue, any device, it has to be the device has to get a browser in this, and through the browser you can access the Tally Prime reports. Like it is not necessary you to install Tally into that, and you need to see the report. You can just go online, just log into Tally Solutions, and you can see the reports which you have in your company on a real time. So on this we are going to discuss, and the second thing is how we have option and how we can email like. Whatever the reports we have or invoices to the customers, so how we can email and send the reports to the customers from Tally Prime. So that we are going to cover today, and I hope many of them have are already aware about these features, but it will be a refreshing kind of thing to you all, like how we can configure for reports in browser, and emailing reports and invoices, how can we configure and do. So by this, we'll start our today's first topic. So that is the Tally Prime reports in browser. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. So Tally Prime reports in browser, as I said you, it is just a view. Like it is not, we are not asking you to install any application in your system or any device like that. You just need a browser, and through that browser you need an active internet connection, so you can log into a Tally solution site by a TallyNet user, and you can access your Tally Prime reports. So whatever the reports you are accessing today in Tally Prime, all the reports will be available in Tally Prime reports in browser. So these are some features of Tally Prime. You can access this from anywhere and in any device. It is not, we are not restricting anyone, you need this device or you need that device. So a device need to be there, and in that device we need to have a browser. So through that browser we can access the reports. So the thing is, you need a active internet connection in the device. Either it may be a laptop, or it may be a PC, or it may be a smartphone or a tablet. So wherever you go, even if you are traveling anywhere, as a business owner, you will be traveling somewhere, and due to some personal or business meetings you will be traveling here and there. So even while traveling, you can access your reports, like what is going on, and you can just see the overall performance of the company. What is my outstanding? What is my outstanding of this party? Everything can be viewed. If you are even going as a salesman or as a salesperson, if you are going to a customer place, and if you want to know his outstanding balance to discuss with him, like you can just open this tally. Sorry, you can take your mobile, you can just access his outstanding, and you can say him the report. Even you can give him the invoices if he requires. If he want the invoice at the same time, so you can just open the invoice and you can share it in the PDF as well. So you can do even that from reports. And the second thing, the feature which we have is security and control. So giving a view to the user, giving the access to the reports. So it is not like we are giving everything to him. All the reports can be accessible. It is not like that. All the user control will be under you. You can decide what user can do and what user can access. So if you are giving access to him for all the reports, he can access all the reports. Or else if you are restricting him anywhere, like he has to access these limited reports, even that can be do that, that you will be having in your hand as a admin. So as an admin, if I want to allow such report to him, I can allow, or if I want to restrict him, I can disallow to him. So even this will be seeing in the product how we can do that. So this is something like you have a security and even you have a control in it. As saying like security, even see if you are configuring reports in browser as a Tally user, no other Tally users. Like if you are an authorized user to that company, then only you can log in. Like if we are connecting a company and if we are giving access to a user to access in browser, it is not like that each and everyone can access. So wherever and whatever the users we are authorizing to them, so those users can be accessible. Okay, it is like it is in our hand as admin, so we have a control to that. And as I said, reports in a web browser, so you just need to have a web browser, so you can take these actions like you can download the invoices, you can change the period, you can drill down to the invoice level, like you can even drill down until the invoice level. So it is not like that you just get the summary of the report, even you can drill down until and unless you get the voucher, you can drill down to that level. And even as I said, you can download and share the invoices or reports to your customers. So if you are traveling somewhere, if you want to download his report immediately, like in Excel, if you want to analyze something, you can just log into the reports, you can just download it in Excel and you can do your analysis. So even this you can do from Tally reports in browser. So moving ahead, so we shall see what are the benefits of Tally reports in browser. As I said, business on the move, like you don't need to stay in a same place, or you don't need to stay in your office to access these reports. You can go wherever you want, and from wherever you can access these reports, and you can take some actions into it. And we'll see how the experience we'll have while logging to the portal, so that we can just cover in our product demonstration. And as I said, secure data access. So it is not only like the business data is secure, but even whatever the users you are giving the permission, they should be authorized by you. Like if you are authorizing to them, then only they can access the reports. So as I earlier said, like as a business owner, you have a right to create a user, and you have a right to restrict the user for the certain reports. So everything is like it is like secured, so you can give him the access to the reports he required. The last thing is the enhanced response time to customers. Like so if you are going, as I said earlier, like if you are going as a salesperson, if you are going somewhere or visiting to the customer place, so he may be asking you the latest outstanding statement, or he may be asking for a payment advice, or he may be asking for a invoice. So instantly, if you are in the office, you may provide, but if you are in the customer place, so without TallyPrime reports in browser, it was very difficult. You were calling your office again, and you were asking some staff people to send it, like in WhatsApp or email. So now what you can do is you can just log in through a web browser, you can download his invoice there itself, and you can send him through the WhatsApp, or you can even mail him. So these things can be done. So we'll see how we can do this in the product. So I'll just show you how this to be configured in the product, and how this will be how this will look like. So I'll just switch to the product. So the first thing what we need to do is we need to enable TallyPrime reports in browser in our company. So how do we do that? So we need to go to F11. So in F11, you have an option here, enable browser access for reports. You need to enable this. This is the first thing you need to do. You have to enable it from F11. So once you enable it from F11, just you need to accept it. So this is not required for browser access. Enable TallyNet services for remote access and synchronization. So this is completely for that remote access and synchronization. For browser access, you need to enable the first option where you have in online access. So I can just enable that and accept. So the enablement part I have done. Now the next thing is I have enabled in my company. The next thing what I have to do is I have to create a user. So how do I do that? I just go to Alt K company. I just go to users and passwords. So you can see here, from here I can create my users. So I'll just create a user under tally.net user. The role which I'm selecting is tally.net user. And username, I have the username already with me. That is, I have created the user already into my control center. So I'm getting it here. Even you can create a new user if required. So I just need to select his username and the password. Like you can't give the password because as it's a tally.net user, so Tally, he will be getting a mail from Tally and he will be getting the password in the mail. So you don't have to specify any password here. So it's completely under user. So user will be getting the password and from his password he can log in. And even you can give like your as an admin, you can even configure your email ID here. And the same admin password what you're using for Tally operate license operations, you can use the same password even for browser access. So here I have to enable allow browser access. So this option needs to be enabled here, allow browser access, and we can accept this. So the user has been created, and now I just check his roles, what his roles are. So as a tally.net user, what he can do, like as I said you, like the reports, whatever he can view, that is completely in your hand. Like if you want to restrict something from here to him, you can even do that. As you people are using security control for local users, you can use the same security control for even controlling the browser access. So for example, I'll just select full access for balance sheet. I'll just select as a disallow. We can see like after selecting this how the view will be and whether we get the balance sheet or not. I'll just select balance sheet here in end of list and allow. I'm not restricting anything. I'm just restricting balance sheet and I'm accepting it. So this is done. So I have created this and the next thing is I just need to check whether the security is enabled. Like security I have already enabled and here first you have to enable security control under like if you are enabling browser access, the first thing you need to do is you need to enable security control because under security control the users needs to be created. So that part has to be done first. I hope people everyone are using all are already using the security feature. So you need to enable the security control first and then we get the option to create the users. So this is done. So the user creation part I have done, enablement I have done. So what we have to do next is we need to connect our company. So that is we have to connect it to tally.net. So for connecting what we have to do, we have to click on alt K and connect. So I have connected my company and you can see here below it is giving me an indication like connected for online access. So now I am ready for online access. Now my users can log in and they can access. So if admin don't want anyone to log in or access for a particular time, he can even disconnect his company and he can just like he can leave it. So it's completely under admin control. So whatever the admin can take the actions, he can take from here as the Tally admin. So the next thing is I have to log into my browser now. So browser, let me share my browser screen as well to you all. So in the browser, what we need to do is we need to first log into the TallySolutions.com, like how we log in for the control center, everything. So the same thing we need to do for browser access as well. Hope my browser is visible. Prasad or Rupesh, can you please confirm whether my browser is visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Rupesh. Fine. I'll just log into TallySolutions.com. So here I have already logged in. Let me log out and re-log in it. So I have to click on login. So here it is like I have to log in with my username and password. If it is user level, I'll be giving my email ID as a user and my password. If it is admin, admin will be giving his credentials. It is not like you have to use a common credentials. They'll get their own credentials. So now I'll just click on login here. So I'm getting multiple accounts. I'm just selecting my account as a customer. See, once I log in, I'll be getting this screen as a home page. Like it will be showing report access, and it is asking me to select a company. So here you can see I have a number of companies, but all are in offline except one company which I have connected now. That is Liberia Limited. You can see the company name here as well. It is Liberia Limited, which I have connected, and it is showing as connected. It is even showing me the serial number here. So whatever the serial number I'm accessing, even I can even see that, as well as the connection status. So if you see that it is connected, that means you are ready to log in now and you can access this. I'll just click on this. So as soon as I click on this, it will ask me for name of report, like which report I want to access. So you can see all the reports which I have in TallyPrime, like most of the reports I'm getting over here. So I can see the profit and loss account. See, I have the same experience how I have in TallyPrime. Like if I just click, even the speed is good. Even you can have the drill down experience, like as I told before, like if you drill down, it will take you to the monthly summary. If you drill down again, even it will take you to the transaction summary. And even if you drill down again, it will take you the voucher also. To the vouchers, even the vouchers you can watch. Like this experience you have same in TallyPrime, the same experience you get here for drill down. And even as I told, you have an option to change the period as well. Like if I just go to trial balance, and if I want to change the period, so I can just click on this and I can change the period over here. Like it is giving me the till date period, whatever the date of entry I have. If you want to specify the period, you can even specify here the same, like the experience you have here. You can view the report for the particular period. So this is how you can get the reports here. And even the drill down, as I said, you have the same drill down experience. You can just drill down and see whatever the transactions you have. The same experience. Even you can do it from the mouse, or else you can do even from your keyboard. See, I'm getting the same the vouchers here. So there is some issues, like in vouchers there is some problem, so I'm not able to open it. But you will be able to open, like the vouchers will be shown in a view mode, like you can't take any action in the vouchers. You can just see it, and if you want to download that vouchers, you can just click on download and you can download the vouchers required. So these are my vouchers which I'm getting here. If I want to just download the summary or the report, even I can do it from here. If I want to download this report, I can just click on this download icon, which you can see here in the right side top. You can just click on this. It will ask you, like if you want to download as Excel or PDF. You can click on download as Excel. It will be downloaded to your system. So it will be like how you export a report from Tally. The same kind of report you will be getting if you download it. So I just open, and the same kind of report I'll be getting even here. So this is how we can experience TallyPrime reports in browser. In the reports, like whatever you have restricted, those reports will not be available. So as I said, I have restricted balance sheet. So to the user, you can see I'm not getting balance sheet here. So there is no balance sheet report here because I have restricted him to access the balance sheet. So let me allow the balance sheet, and I'll just show you what is the refreshment rate here. I'll just go to user roles, tally.net user, and I'll just remove this access of balance sheet of disallow. So I've removed the disallow access. Now I'll just refresh the screen. Now you can see there is a balance sheet here. I just click on this, I can see my balance sheet. So this is how the security can be managed. You can just give the access for what he require actually. If you just want to view certain reports, if you just want to view certain, like as a particular reports, so you can have a control for the user. You can give him as per his requirement, and you can create n number of users here. There is no limit, and even for the concurrency there is no limit. You can have n number of users with n number of devices. It is not like I can just log in from my laptop or I can just log in from my mobile. If you have logged in from your laptop, even you can log in from your mobile as well. Both the things you can do concurrently. So this is how we can access browser, like browser reports. And same thing, the same experience, even you will be getting it in even mobile. So if in mobile you can, if you log into the TallySolutions.com, you will be getting the same experience how I showed in the laptop. It will tilt your, if you tilt your mobile, so it will take you in the landscape or portrait mode as per your requirement. So it will show you the reports in the same experience. It is not like you have to zoom in or zoom out for the adjustment of screen. The screen adjustments will be done automatically in TallyPrime. And even in ERP9, the reports was available in browser, but the thing is the screen was not getting fitted for the reports. So based on the devices, like in the mobile, if I'm accessing, so there was some kind of screen limitation, and I was like I have to adjust my screen to view the reports. But now in TallyPrime, the same have been fixed, so you can just log in and you can have the good experience here for the screen. So this is all how we do TallyPrime reports in browser. If you have any questions on this, any questions on TallyPrime reports in browser, like how to configure anything, you can just raise your questions. We can take it up in the last. So we'll move ahead. Like now if user is asking like how do I get this? I'm not using it right now. How do I get this? So the first thing you have to update your Tally to TallyPrime. Like as I said, if you are using a ERP9, you need to update it to TallyPrime. And to upgrade into TallyPrime, you need a valid subscription here. So you can renew your Tally.net subscription by contacting our partner. Even for logging remotely or logging browser access reports, you need a valid TSS. So that is the software subscription. So please upgrade to TallyPrime. And the second thing is you need to provide the access to the users. Like as a owner, what is the access to me, and as a user, what is the access to me. So you have to create users and you have to give them the access. And the third thing is you have to connect your company and you can access your reports in browser in any device and in any browser, whatever the browser it is supported as of now. Even you can use it in even Safari. If you are using Apple phones, even you can use the Safari browser to access the reports. So it is not like you can just use Android mobiles. It is not like that. It is browser based. So any browser you can log into the reports and you can access. So this is all about TallyPrime reports in browser. I shall move forward now. So this is our next topic what we are discussing today. That is emailing reports and invoices from some from TallyPrime. So as you all know, we have a feature of emailing invoices or emailing reports from TallyPrime. So you might have used this already, and many of them uh, they don't have awareness like how they can send a mail here and what is the configurations to be done. So these things they have a confusion, and what all I can mail from TallyPrime. So these there are some kind of confusions here. So like you can send emailing, you can send invoices and reports through the mail. You can send even the reminder letters to your customers. So you can send the reminder letters from how you get the reminder letters from outstanding. In the same way, you can send even for your customers. It is not like one by one. You can send even for multiple customers, and you can even if you are using a payroll feature, you can email them the payslips. The payslips can be emailed from the TallyPrime. So these things you can do it from TallyPrime. You need to just have a configuration of your mail, and you have to store your two email ID, that is your customers or creditors or your employees email ID into their masters, respective masters. So based on that, the mail will be sent to them. So I'll just take you through the product. Like it is not very lengthy. It is very short. I'll just make it in a short. So how to configure the mail settings, everything. I'll just switch to the product now, and I have already done the configurations. So I'll just take you through how the configurations to be done. So if you want to configure the mailing configurations in your company, like if you want to set the company's email ID, the password, everything, if you want to create the profile, you can just click Alt M over here. Alt M is for email, and you can go for configuration. So there is an option for configuration here. You can just go here, and here you can just see you have some options here that has to be done, like you can add CC BCC if required, like how you have it in Outlook or other mails, you can add it. And if you want to define a predefined message, so if you want to define a message like while mailing, you can even define this, like you can create a message name here, you can create a message, like if you are sending an invoice, so along with the invoice, if you want to send him any message, like please find this attached invoice for your reference, and this is so and so, you can just mention the message name and message here, and you can send him. And even you can create profiles, email profiles, that is your email profiles. As I said, I have created two email profiles, that is I have created for mine. So one is I have created for Gmail, so that is global mail, which I am Google Mail, which I am using. And the second email ID is mine, like the official email ID which I have, that is user defined. So I can just take you through this configurations one. Like I can just click on here, and see, you can see the configurations here. I can specify the email sender name here. You can mention your company name, or else even you can mention your name as well here, like email sender name. So basically it will be a company name automatically taken here. You can just give your name and email from. So email from will be your email ID. So from where you are sending the mail, like from which mail ID you are sending the mail. And if you enable show additional options, so you may get these options, like what is the username for authentication. Like the mail ID is I have defined, but what is the username if I log into a mail, and even if I want to access my mailbox, so what is the username for that? So I can define it over here. And email server, so we have some common email servers listed over here, that is Gmail, Hotmail, Outlook, and Yahoo Mail. So other than this, if you have any other email servers with you, you can just select user defined here, and you can specify your server address. So server address has to be given properly here. Server address you will be getting it from your service provider, that is if you have done your own domain, if you have created your own domain, so you will be getting your own server address. And following the port number, you will be getting some port number assigned to that server address, so you need to mention it here. So as I have selected Gmail, so I'm getting server address automatically here, because we have given, this is the common mail servers which people are using. To have the Tally automatically gives you the server address here for Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Outlook, and Hotmail. And the port number also will be automated here. And use SSL, this configuration is automated. Like for Gmail, this is the standard configuration. Use SSL, that is secured SMTP server, it is enabled as yes. And on standard port we have kept it as no. This is the configuration done for Gmail. So this is how you have to do your configuration. So if you are using a Gmail ID, that is if you are using a Gmail account, so you need to do this configuration, like you need to select Gmail here. So rest of the things will be automated, like server address, port number, everything will be auto filled, and you no need to mention the server address or port number here. If you are using any email ID which is user defined, as I told you, other than that, so you need to get your server address from your service provider along with the port number, and you need to configure this. So this is my profile, and even I have created one more profile, that is my official email ID, that is of Outlook. So I have selected Outlook here, and even you can see server address is automated even for this server address and port number. This you can see the configurations are done automatically. I have not done any changes here. Once I select the email server, the configurations will be done. So this is how I need to create my profile as a sender profile. And you can see here any you can set the number of copies for emailing vouchers, like how many copies you require, 1 2 3, like for sales invoice, for delivery note, you have a separate voucher type wise here. You can set the copies here, like for sales invoice I need two, and even for a delivery note I need two. Rest of others I can mention it as one. So you, as per your choice, you can mention this, and rest is your based on your configuration. That is, if you want to print country with your address, you can enable this, and you want page numbers, you can enable that. And if you want to include your company's logo in the print export as well as in the email, you can enable here. You can enable this show company address. The configurations are very similar to export and print actually. So whatever we get here, we get the same configuration even for print and mail, print and export. So this has to be done, and I can just escape it. Like I have done my configurations now. So I'll just show you how mail can be sent now. So I'm opening any one of the invoice. Like I can say, I'll just open this invoice. This is my sales invoice. And as I said, you need to specify the mail ID of your customer in his master. Like if I open his ledger account, that is, this is the ledger account. So here you will be getting his mail details. Like if you open this, you will be getting the mailing details here. So in mailing details, sorry, not here. I'll just, so here in contact details, I have some contact person name, the phone number, mobile number, and email ID. And if there is any CC, I can even provide that. So I can just mention the name and the email ID. So email ID, what I'll do, I'll give my email ID as of now. So later we'll see. I'll just specify my email ID. So this is the configuration which you have to do in your data. Or you, if you are sending it for a particular employee or a ledger, you need to do this configuration. It is not like if you specify here, then only you can do. Even in the invoice level, while sending a mail also, you will get a field where you can even specify the email ID. So that I'll just show you. Now, if I want to send this invoice through the mail, I have to just click on Alt M. If I just click Alt M, it will show me like if you want to send this current invoice, or if you want to send some other reports or other invoices, it will ask me. I'm just going for current. So as I told you, like I will be getting email from profile here. Like I'm getting it now. Like both, I'm getting it here. I'll just select my official email ID and the email to. As I said, if you have defined it in the master level, that is in the ledger level, you will be getting his email ID over here. You can select his email ID and you can proceed. Or else, if you want to mention any new address, you can even go for a new address and you can specify. Or else, if you want to mention some multiple email IDs, like this invoice I want to send to him as well as some other email IDs, just go for multiple email address and you can give the multiple email addresses here. This is how this can be done. And as I can select like his email ID and the email message. So as I told, you can create an email message. I have not yet created. I'll just type some like I'll just add it. Please find the attachment as an email message and I'll accept it. So now you can see this is the same screen which we get even for mail, for print, for export. This is the confirmation screen which we get. If you want to configure something from here, you can even configure like how you have for printing. The same thing you have for email as well. If you want to change your file format, you can change it as like PDF, JPEG or Excel. So you can change your file format from here. You can even change the number of copies which you are sending and you can send it here. I'll just click on mail now. Now it just ask for my password now. So I need to give a password. So the mail password you have to provide here. And please remember, like password will be stored until and unless you quit the application. Like you have sent an email now, the tally is open for whole day. You can, the password will be automatically stored here. You can just enter and you can send it. But if you are reopening the application, like if you are restarting your application, you need to mention the password once. You can't store your password somewhere in the application. So this is because of security we have given, and storing the thing we are working on that. So how we can manage better for that. So as of now, you can give the password for a one time. and after restarting you have to provide it for another time. Then like I'll just mention my password here. I'll just click on send. So as I said, it will be exported as a PDF file and it will be sent to my account. So I'll just log into my Gmail and I'll show you whether I have received. So you can see here, I have opened my mailbox. Hope everyone it is visible. So I have got the invoice here. That is, I'm getting the heading, the title as invoice, which I have mentioned. Email message I just mentioned as please find attachment, and even the invoice has been sent in PDF format. So I have the same copy of how I'll be sending in export. The same thing which I have. Even if you want to write something in a email message, even you can do that. I have just mentioned PFA for the reference. So if you want to add something, you can even add the configurations, whatever I have set. Based on that configurations, the mail will be sent along with the box. So this is for invoice I showed. The same way you can even do for your reports as well. Like if I just want to send some outstanding report. So if I want to send the emailing, so if I want to send the outstanding report to my party, I can even send it here. Like I can just change the view. If I want to send it, I'll just go here plus Control M. So the same configuration which I get, you just need to select the mail ID, the email address. I'll just mention my email address now. Subject, so it is mentioned as bill-wise details. You can even modify this if required, and the email message as per your requirement, and you can send it. So here you can see the file format. Everything is selected as PDF now. I can even configure it, and type of bills you can modify, and even the report type. As I said, if you want to send him just the outstanding statement, you can select ledger outstanding, or if you want to send him a reminder letter, you can just select reminder letter from here. So I have selected reminder letter, and I'll just accept this. If I want to change the file format, even I can do that as well. I can send him in XML, sorry, HTML or JPEG. I'll just select PDF of now, send a mail. And as I told you, like for the first time, if I enter the password, it will be stored here and it is showing in you in the single star. That means it is stored and you don't need to enter the password again here. You just need to press enter. So until and unless you quit the application, the password will be stored. But once you restart the application, the password will be resetted again. You need to enter the password. I just show you the reminder letter which I got. I just got the reminder letter here, and I think I have not configured my reminder letter, so I'm getting the page as blank here. But if you configure your reminder letters as per your like how you have done, so based on that configurations, I'll get it. Or else, if you send your report as outstanding, you will be getting the same view how we were getting here in the outstanding report in the same way. So the configuration depends. So what all configurations you do in the system, so based on that the mail will be sent and the attachment will be sent. So this is all about mailing reports and invoices, and it is not like it is restricted like these reports. You can send any of the reports through the mail to anyone, and even as I said, you can even send the pay slips to the employees. So if you are maintaining payroll feature in your Tally, even you can use the email feature for even for payslips for sending it to your employees, and even you can send their pay sheets as well. So this is all about emailing from TallyPrime. So I'm done with my explanation, and if you have any questions now, you can please raise your question so that we can take it up. I can see there are some questions already. Like Solomon have asked the question like, with this browser, I know the user cannot edit. Exactly, you can't. The user cannot edit anything there. Whatever the report he has there, he can access that. He can have a option to. He has an option to change the period and download the report. So except these actions, he can't take further actions. He can drill down and he can check, but modification cannot be done in browser access. Hope this answers. And there is a question from Saribana like, I want to know if we are still going to have physical server for clients. I understand that we can use via browser. Yes, you need a physical server here. Like you need to have a server and Tally needs to be installed there, because as you are a server and you are admin, you are giving access to the user. So server is important here. Server is mandatory. Server has to be installed, and the company, everything has to be stored in server itself, because you are not exchanging the data here with the user. You are just sharing the view of a data to your user. So you have a server, so you are just giving him the view of the reports. Any other questions? Yeah, welcome. So any other questions, please, you can raise your question. And after this session, you will be getting a short like you will be getting a feedback form, or it will not take more than a minute. So please take your feedbacks. Your feedbacks are important. Like based on your feedbacks, we can decide the projects, like what webinars we can do for you upcoming. Like we can decide that, and even we can improve our webinars the way we are doing it right now. While sending mail to client, there is a question from Dilip. Like while sending mail to client from web browser, can we attach any image? So Dilip, Mr. Dilip, like if you are asking, like if you are sending a mail to a client from Tally, that so if you are sending a mail from Tally, you can't attach any other image. Like you can send your invoice in a image format, or you can just have your logo in your image, in your invoices or in your reports. So apart from that, any external images you can't attach. Yeah. Any more questions? So as I said, feedback link will be shared to you all. So it will be shared from through Rupesh ji. So Rupesh ji will be connecting with you for feedbacks. You can share your valuable feedback. And for using this TallyPrime reports in browser, as I told, you need a valid Tally.net subscription. So if you want to use this, you have to renew a Tally.net subscription. So to renew it, please get in touch with our partner, Mr. Rupesh. Is in Liberia. You can contact him for further information. And if you need any if you want to give any suggestions or feedbacks, please share it even through him. So your feedbacks are valuable to us. And as I said, you can share even your product suggestions as well. So if you want, like if you want us to conduct any session on some topic, you can even share those topics. We can plan it for our further sessions. Rupesh ji, you want to add anything? You can please add here.
Okay. Thank you, Salman, and thank you for all the participants of today's webinar. So now we conclude the webinar, and we will be conducting series of webinars in the forthcoming months also. So we will notify you when as and when it is ready. Okay. So I thank everybody once again. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you, Rupesh ji. Thank you for organizing this, making the event, and thank you everyone for participating in this. I hope we'll see you in our next upcoming session. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.